Howdy, y'all. Teacher Jimmy here, and I'm just going to really quickly show you how to do the Africa features and locations assignment. So, there's two parts you have to complete. One is this Google Earth map, the other is a Google form, and the instructions for it are in a Google Doc. So, I would suggest having all three of these open. Notably, in the Google Doc here, this list of locations to know, that is essentially your answer bank. Now, it may seem like you're having to do two assignments, but really the Google Earth map and the Google form, you're going to be putting the same answers into each one. So first, with your Google Earth form, go ahead and do all the put your name on it stuff. So my first name is teacher, last name is Jimmy. We'll say I'm in second period. Mr. Murray's my teacher. And when I click next here, so it reminds me, make sure you are both giving your answers here and editing your Google Earth map. The first question here says, map item 1. This is the largest hot desert in the world, and for most of human history, it has formed a barrier between northern Africa and the rest of Africa called sub-Saharan Africa. If we go over to our Google Earth map, we'll see that also the first thing on the list here is called map item 1. Now, we don't want it to be called map item 1. We want to actually give it its correct name. So I'm going to click on this little pencil thing here that says edit feature. Now you'll see it already has a picture to go with it. It already has that exact same description. I don't need to mess with either of those. And if you look here, I'm zooming out a bit. We are looking at this kind of area that's outlined in red. That's all across the north of Africa. And if you'll notice, as soon as I clicked on it, the map zoomed in for me to show what we were talking about. I didn't have to do any of that. The only thing I need to change here is I need to change this title. Map item 1 doesn't mean anything. We need to give it its actual title. Well, honestly, this assignment is not all that hard. If I go to the word bank and I read through carefully, there is actually only one desert in the whole thing, the Sahara Desert. Now, sometimes, like, there is more than one river. There's the Congo River and the Nile River. So you might have to look stuff up. Some of the answers, actually, most of them, were in the All About Africa presentation earlier this week. You might have to look for some of the answers, but quite frankly, this isn't really that hard. And in this case, there's only one desert. You can copy it or you can type it over. I'm going to go ahead and copy this. So instead of map item 1, we need to call this the Sahara Desert. As soon as you fixed it, go ahead and hit back, and you should see it update on the list right here. In the Google form, we've got a drop down that's in alphabetical order. I'm going to pick Sahara Desert, and I'm done with number 1. You're going to go through and do this for all 16 on the map here. You're going to do it for all 16 on the Google form. Once you're done with the Google form, you'll be able to view your score and see which ones you got right and which ones you got wrong. If you got any wrong, go back in and fix it in both places. Fix it on the map, fix it in the Google form. You're going to need to turn in both of these. They're both listed as separate assignments in Google Classroom, though they're actually really both just two halves of the same assignment. So yeah, the questions are exactly the same in each one. You're just going to put the answer both on your map. So by the end, you should have a list of all 16 places, and in Google Forms, which is essentially how you will know that you're right. Make sure you click View Score so you can see if you got them all right, and then edit your response so that you can fix if there were any problems. This map may come in very handy once we have a test on this unit. I mean, once you put the actual names here, you'll be able to look up where all these important places in Africa are. So, yep, that's about it. Make sure you get this done. Let me know if you have any questions. And until then, stay safe and stay healthy.